What is a system prompt? Every day, millions of us sit down and type questions into AI chatbots, expecting a totally blank slate. We assume it's just us and the algorithm starting completely fresh. But what if I told you that before you even typed a single letter, the AI had already been given a strict set of invisible rules? Well, let's pull back the curtain on this hidden architecture governing the bots we use every single day and explore the secret brief that dictates everything they do in this explainer.
So, what exactly is a system prompt? You open a new chat, see that blinking cursor, and you naturally assume the AI is just waiting for your command. It feels like an entirely empty room. But the reality is actually way more complex than that. Behind the scenes, literally milliseconds before your screen even loads, the AI has already received a massive, comprehensive set of instructions that you, the user, never get to see. It's this invisible framework quietly running in the background, intercepting your request, and dictating everything that happens next.
Think of it kind of like a sealed confidential envelope that gets handed directly to the AI right before your chat session begins. Inside this envelope is a private brief, and this brief tells the model exactly who it is supposed to be, the specific tone it needs to adopt, the rules it absolutely has to follow, and, critically, the topics it must flat out refuse to discuss with you. It is quite literally a shadow rulebook defining the boundaries of your conversation before you've even had the chance to say hello.
This hidden brief completely dictates the AI's persona from the ground up. Take a look at this actual developer instruction we found right in the Claude API documentation. It says, "You are a helpful coding assistant specializing in Python." Just one simple commanding sentence, right? But because of that, the AI's entire worldview, its posture, and its vocabulary are locked in. That single line transforms the sprawling, generalized intelligence into a highly focused specialist, entirely altering how it's going to interpret your upcoming questions.
To really wrap our heads around how this works, it helps to visualize the AI's inputs as a two-layer stack. The top layer, that's your message, the user prompt. That's the text box you're interacting with. But underneath that, acting as the foundational bedrock of the whole interaction, is that private brief, the system prompt. And it's absolutely crucial to understand here that these two prompts are not operating on the same layer. Not at all. They exist on entirely different planes of authority within the model.
There's an explicit hard-coded chain of command happening here. As the OpenAI model documentation clearly states, the role of the developer is prioritized ahead of the role of the user. This developer layer acts as the absolute business logic of the system. It pulls rank over whatever clever input or request you might type into the chat box. You might ask it to act like a pirate, for sure, but if the developer layer says it must be a professional assistant, well, the developer layer wins, every time.
Which brings us to a really critical, overarching question. Why do major AI labs like OpenAI and Anthropic keep this real system prompt locked away, like a highly classified control room? I mean, if it's just a set of instructions, why not just show us the envelope? Why hide these foundational rules from the very people using the software every single day?
Well, they keep it a secret because the system prompt is literally the steering wheel for the entire model. It does so much more than just set a polite tone. It's the core engine for safety, establishing strict cyber protocols and stopping the generation of harmful content. It's also the exact instruction manual that teaches the AI how to use external tools. It tells the bot when it's allowed to browse the web, how to format a search query, and the precise parameters it needs to generate an image. But it also controls these highly specific, fine-tuned nuances that you probably wouldn't expect. Look at this fascinating system prompt from the Cloud API. It's designed explicitly to prevent generic cookie-cutter code. It actually commands the AI to avoid what users derisively call AI slop, instructing it instead to make creative, distinctive front ends that surprise and delight. It's essentially acting as a hidden art director buried deep in the code, shaping the taste and style of the output before a single line is even generated. On top of that, the system prompt acts as a strict, non-negotiable safety brake. For example, a tag like this one commands the AI to hesitate, saying, "Do not jump into implementation or change files unless clearly instructed." This forces the model to actually stop and ask you for explicit clarification, preventing it from taking unauthorized or potentially destructive actions all on its own. It's this foundational safeguard ensuring the AI remains a helpful assistant and doesn't turn into an autonomous agent just running wild with your files.
Now, you might be thinking at this point, wait, can I control this layer? And the answer is yes, sort of. Features you probably already use, like custom instructions or ChatGPT's GPT builder, are actually just a tiny, sanitized, user-facing slice of this exact same hidden brief concept. It's essentially the developers handing you a very small, restricted set of keys to the control room.
When you go and build a custom GPT in the GPT store, you're essentially getting a small, safe sandbox to write your own system prompt. By providing those personalized instructions, you're stepping into the shoes of the developer for a minute, steering the model's foundational behavior to fit a highly specific use case. You are temporarily commanding that deeper layer to make the AI act exactly how you need it to for your specific project.
But here's where things get tricky. What happens when this invisible architecture is weaponized? Because if users can see or easily override those core developer instructions, bad actors can execute what cybersecurity experts call a prompt injection attack. This is a sophisticated exploit where adversaries craft these malicious, puzzle-like inputs specifically designed to trick the model. The whole goal is forcing the AI to ignore its developer and entirely bypass those hard-coded system safeguards we were just talking about.
The risks of this kind of exposure are absolutely massive, which is exactly why the main brief has to be kept under lock and key. If an attacker successfully manipulates that developer layer, the guardrails are completely shattered. They can force unintended behavior, generate highly restricted harmful content, and even hijack the AI's ability to execute tools. The AI's entire operational integrity gets compromised, turning what was a helpful assistant into a massive security vulnerability. So, understanding all of this leaves us with an ultimate, unavoidable trade-off to consider. Would you rather have total transparency, demanding to see the hidden prompts so you know exactly what constraints are being placed on your chatbot? Or would you prefer to keep it safely locked away in that hidden control room, ensuring the AI remains secure and its answers remain safe from bad actors? It is the central tension of the modern AI era, and it's all wrapped up in an envelope you never get to see.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more AI and technology content. Thanks for watching.